Hello, my name's Ben. So I am starting the online RN to BSN program through Western Governors. So my official start date is May 1st, but I wanted to start hopefully a weekly video series on my status. So like I said, I start May 1st, but I have been accepted. I did complete the orientation part of it. Supposedly it takes 6 to 8 hours. I did it while I was at work. I worked the night shift in the ER. Took me probably about an hour and a half to do, pretty much straight through. I feel like there's a lot of it that didn't apply to nursing exactly. There was like IT and education and other stuff, so I skipped through those slides. I think there was like probably 50 of them I skipped through. And then at the end they just have you fill out like a schedule and some basic things, like if you're really paying very much attention throughout the slides. So it wasn't really that difficult. So they officially accepted me, and some other background. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration that I got back in 2008. So with that, I had taken obviously a ton of classes, plus the regular stuff for my associate's degree in nursing, which helped out with this program. So for the WGU program, I only need to take 13 classes total, and 2 of them are ones that I hadn't taken before technically, or at least within the last 5 years. I took stats a long time ago, back in like 03, 02, sometime back then. But I think you have to take it within the last 5 years. And I think the same is true for biochem. Haven't taken biochem, but those are the only 2 I have to take. I don't need to take the government class, or sociology or anything like that. I would say I had an anthropology class I took back at Oregon State a while ago, and I took it as basically a satisfactory, unsatisfactory grading system instead of a letter grading system. And initially WGU wasn't going to take it, and they were going to make me take their sociology class. So I ended up contacting Oregon State and asking if they had like a credit equivalency, essentially, or like a grade equivalency, because WGU didn't understand that satisfactory meant like you passed it, so at least a C- equivalent. So on the Oregon State website, there's a place there where it breaks it all down. It says an S or satisfactory equals an A to a C-. So luckily WGU took that, and so I don't have to take that class. So that's just one less for me to take. So my start date is May 1st, but I have been able to get into the Facebook group. I opened a Facebook. I don't have one. So I started that and joined the biochem group and the general just RN to BSN group. And in the biochem group, I guess there's some videos. I'm still not sure on the whole process of exactly how to study for it. I have not taken the pre-assessment test yet, but I have watched several of the videos. Melissa and Rachel have a list of videos, I guess, so I've been going through those. That's one of the first classes I want to take, is the biochem, just because I kind of have like a running start getting into the program. I figure I might as well get it over with now versus midway through the program having to start basically at scratch, or at a standstill, if that makes sense. Because I don't think a lot of the other classes necessarily need a lot of prep work in them. It's more of you just start the class and then you're good to go from there. So I'm hoping this strategy pays off for me, so I don't have to waste a lot of time in the biochem. So I'm basically spending my whole week off, watching videos and just researching stuff I don't know about biochem. And then come May 1st, that's actually the start of my stretch off. I'm hoping just to finish the whole class in that stretch off. That's my first goal. I had a friend who did it, and she did it in 5 days. So I'm hoping I'm able to do that. She said she pretty much did it for 5 solid days. It was morning to night sort of a thing, which I'm able to commit to that. given my lack of responsibilities outside of work. So other than that, my mentor, I spoke with her today, and she said you can pretty much only sign up for the first 12 competency units initially. And once you're through those, then you can start adding the other classes on. But you can basically only do one at a time after that. So one of the classes, it's like the live webcam one. I think there's 5 of them you're supposed to go to. I think it's 8:20. I'm not sure. But anyway, I think that's most of what you do for that. And at the same time, I'll be doing biochem, and I'm only focusing really on those 2 at that time. And as soon as I'm done with biochem, I think my plan is to go into kind of the shorter classes, and I don't have them all memorized, but I know like care of the older adult is one that you could do like in a day. And then I think nutrition might be one. Because I've taken nutrition before, and I'm pretty into it outside of school and work. It's just interesting to me, so I don't think that one should be too bad. But anyway, I found about 3 or 4 classes that I think I should be able to do in like 1 to 2 days, and then about 5 or so classes that I can do in about a week, with stats and biochem being part of that. And then other than that, I'm not really sure about the other classes where there's papers involved. I think some of them can be done pretty quickly, but I'm just saying like those will take a month or at least a couple weeks to finish. So if everything goes according to plan, I'll have biochem done by like May 7th, hopefully. And then the 8:20 class, I think my last one is like in the middle of May, but you can't accelerate through that. It's just as fast as they have the recordings or the live events lined up. Other than that, I'm hoping to get through this program really quick. 6 months is really my base goal. If I don't get it done in 6 months, I'll probably be pretty disappointed. But I'm hoping to honestly get everything done and just power through it in like 3 or 4 months. I know people have done it faster. I know people have done it slower. But that's kind of my goal. I'm just planning on spending my week off just slamming through the work just as fast as I can, because honestly, like I said, I already have a bachelor's degree, so I'm not necessarily in it to learn and expand my views and learn all sorts of new things. I feel like I'm pretty good with where I'm at. Maybe that's kind of a narrow mindset to have, but I feel like I'm pretty good, and I don't see exactly how a BSN will make me like a better nurse overall. But I mean, I'm open to learning. It's just my priority is just getting the program done as fast as I can. So other than that, like I said, I'm gonna try and do this weekly if I can, just because I know I found videos of other people and it's either part way through or just at the end. So I thought maybe having someone go through the whole program like on a weekly basis and giving updates then might be helpful to people who are both going through the program and maybe thinking about going through the program. But if you have any questions, you can always leave me a comment. I will try to respond as fast as I can. So my work schedule, just to give you guys an idea, I work 6 in a row. I usually work a Friday night through Wednesday night, and then I have 8 off. So I'm hoping on that 8 off, I'm able to get a lot done, like tackling multiple of the like 1 or 2 day classes, get those out of the way. And then the week ones, just like biochem, like I said, like spending my whole week off just going through all the practice stuff, watching all the videos, taking lots of notes, just doing all the things I need to do just to pass, and then I'm done. My mentor Liz did say that biochem is a difficult one, so I thought that would be a good one for me to start on, just because now is probably when I have the most energy and I'm most looking forward to getting done with the program. But we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't like stump me and put me behind schedule. But I should be done hopefully well before the end of October. Again, that's my goal. And I don't know, with this whole corona thing going on, there's really not a lot to do otherwise. Just because I mean, I can't see my parents, I can't really see my friends a lot, so there's nothing else for me to do, at least that I want to do. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions as we go through the program, and I'll talk to you guys later.